go. Hey everybody, welcome to the ARTyRV channel. We're running a little behind, but it's working out great. I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb. Welcome to the ARTyRV live stream. We hope you're having a fabulous night. We hope you had a great weekend, and we welcome you to tonight's live stream.
Ray, we were paying attention.
We were paying attention, but we had a little difficulty behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're good. So welcome everybody. It's a beautiful night here in South Carolina. It's almost 100 degrees, and it's hot, but we got the AC going here in the studio, so welcome everybody. Take a look at all of our viewers' beautiful work right here behind us and the doors. And I want to give a big shout out to my sister-in-law, Sharon, tonight, who's tuning in. Welcome, Sharon. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Hi, Sharon. That's my sister. So she's been watching the channel. We've had this channel for 5 years, and so she's not been feeling well, and so she started watching the channel.
And she's feeling better now.
She's feeling better now. So if you're not feeling well, just put on the ARTyRV channel and
it'll make
get
you feel
some
better.
laughs.
That's right. Get some laughs. So hey everybody, Ray is in the house tonight. Ray, good evening to you, sir. And I want to thank you. While I got everybody's attention, I want to thank you for everything that you do for not just Barbara and Taylor and the team here at ARTyRV, but also for everything that you do for our viewers, Ray. Thank you so much. Hugs to you, my friend, you and Susie both. Thanks again.
Yes. So we have a full house tonight, and we have a good show tonight. Ed's going to be doing some glass cutting, and we're going to talk a little bit about Patina tonight. He's going to finish up the iris that he's been working on. We had a new video go out Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Like it was supposed to. It's all good.
Yeah, and that was very good. The new time is good. I think it's reaching more people. So that's good.
I think it is. Yeah, so that's good. And but 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm done in the yard by 2 o'clock. I can tell you that.
I try to be done by 2.
Woo! Especially here lately. So, but yeah, guys, it's really a beautiful backdrop right here behind us. And again, I want to give everybody a shout out that built a piece of glass for the wall behind us here in the studio, and tell you how much we love it, and that how much we enjoy it, and that our viewers enjoy it as well. So thank you again for helping us build the backdrop for the ARTyRV channel.
And we're going to be changing some of these around. Some of them are not exactly in the right space to get full
view,
full activity, because they kind of wash out. So we're working on that. We're going to be testing it out in the next couple months and see what works better.
Yeah, because there's a couple that wash out, like the one in the middle right behind Barbara's
and that's just because
right
that's
arm.
Right where the lighting is. We just need
so we're just going to move it.
A denser
window there.
One that doesn't
so that one will move up to the middle.
go like that.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to change them out a little bit. Oh, Barb, I just felt that nice cool breeze from the sailboat behind us. Did you feel that?
Oh yeah,
that
look
cold
at
air?
that. It's so cool there.
It's cool
right?
air,
It's cool.
right? It feels good. It feels good.
Okay. So how is your shop going, Ed?
Everything's going good.
Okay.
We y'all had this lamp come in from the capital of North Carolina, from Raleigh, North Carolina, and it's an S bend, and or a Duncan Fife bend. It's 2 bends in a lampshade, and it's an 8-panel bent panel lamp, and I've been working on it. And I was so happy. I know Barbara could see that I got the mold right when I came out of the back, and I was smiling, and my smile was about this wide. Because when I slumped the first panel after I recarved the mold again to make it the way I wanted it, it dropped right into the lamp. I was like, oh my gosh, Barb, this is crazy. So
now,
go ahead.
I just wanted to tell them, our on-air light isn't on. You see those bent panel lamps, and you've seen all of them that go like that. Many of them go like this, and then they go like that. Well, this one went like that, and then it goes like that, and then it goes like that. So it was real challenging
quite
for
the
him
bend.
to get those bends right. But boy, oh boy.
I know it was the first one I've ever done, and it worked out great. So I'm going to start putting it together tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll be doing the video, working on the prairie window, and we'll have a new video coming out Saturday. And so follow along. We're going to get a lot of that put together this week and go over talking about how we're doing the lead and how it needs to look exactly like we're doing it. And a lot of comments from that video, Barb. A lot of people you guys are enjoying the colors. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying the colors. Are you kidding? I can't wait to see this thing in the light, because it's going to be just really, I think it's going to be shocking. It's going to be that pretty. And so I'm looking forward to that. But follow us along, and a lot of you have been, and we appreciate that very much. And don't forget, guys, if you want to help support the ARTyRV channel, you can do that through super chats, super stickers. You can buy Barb and I a coffee because we like coffee, or you can Venmo us, and that's where they don't take as as much commission, and we appreciate that too.
Yeah, thank you, Ed.
And you know what, Barb?
you know
I'm
what?
going to give a big shout out to our sponsor tonight, Sunshine
Okay.
Glass.
All right, let's do that.
Guys, we're going to give a big shout out tonight to Scott, Sean, Barb, and George, all of them at Sunshine Glass. We want to thank them for sponsoring the ARTyRV channel and for doing all the things that they do for you, our viewers. And remember, Sunshine Glass, their customer service is second to none. Give them a holler if you need something glass-wise or tool-wise. Thanks again, Sunshine. We appreciate it.
Okay. So thank you, Ed.
Well, thank you, Barb.
I have a question. Are we ready to go ahead and
think we're
start
ready.
answering some questions?
Yeah, and you brought us in closer to everybody.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
just
you like
folks,
that.
Make
you
it
like
warm
that.
up.
Okay, let me find my question. I got my eyeballs off of it. Les wants to know,
Hey, Les.
how do you enlarge your drawings for the drawing table?
Well, Les, I have a couple of aids that I use. Mostly I draw them by hand in the beginning. But now if I need to enlarge something, I have a projector, and there is a projector on our Amazon page. It's just a small projector, but it will blow things up for you. And it's a great aid to have in your studio, Les. It really is. Now the projector that I have is kind of like one we used to have back in junior high school. And it's not an overhead projector. It's a, what do they call it? A C-Rite light. It's the brand name of it. And but it just, it's got a little tube on it that focuses, and it will take something the size of our
Business
iris here, or something the size of a business card, and put it up on the wall where you can make it out of stained glass. I mean, so it's Les, I tell you, the projectors are really a useful aid within your work studio, Les. They are.
So what you would do, Les, is draw the size that you want to go to, put your borders in, and then
Shoot it.
enlarge, shoot your, get
Right.
your perspective, what perspective you want, and then shoot that
Onto the wall.
onto the wall where you want it. It's really very easy to learn to do that, and then over time it will come second nature.
Right, and what you're going to end up doing, Les, is, for instance, like the projector that I use, I have to put something in it. I draw it or pull it out, a picture out of a magazine or whatever, but it's only
Or
2
photo.
inches by 3 inches.
Or photo.
Yeah, or a photo. It's only 2 inches by 3 inches, and then I put it up on the wall and make it as big as I want. And it doesn't. The thing about the projector is that it doesn't change the design. All it does is enlarge it. So it doesn't change the face. It doesn't change the. It doesn't change the frog's legs. You know what I mean? It just makes everything bigger. So it's really nice to work with, and
But that's how we do it.
that's how we do it. So
Now, if we have to do if we get a commission for 10 church windows that are exactly alike,
Other
we'll
than the
do
center,
one
sure.
drawing, and then we'll take it to
if a blueprint, a reprographic
Home Depot,
place.
any place that has a big copier, and we have copies made.
Yeah, because once it's drawn to scale and then you make a copy of it, it doesn't change. What the problem is when you go to your brick and mortar copy store and say enlarge this by 60%, Well, everything enlarges by 60%. Your lines, everything. So it really isn't useful to you. It's beneficial to the people making the copy because you're going to pay for it either way, but it's not beneficial to you.
Okay.
And I think that, you know, a lot of times if we just practice, y'all, I'm probably not skilled enough to teach drawing, but I have taught myself how to draw. And it's really not that difficult if you start out small. And you know, the hardest thing to draw is the human anatomy. That's the hardest thing to draw, I think. Birds, deer, rabbits, all that stuff. That stuff is really easy. It's us that's tough to draw.
Okay.
Well, it is for me anyway.
Treasure Maze wants to know what is the best way to store foil.
Well, the way that we store it in the shop, and Mary Beth and Frank have a good idea too. But we store the copper foil in a Ziploc baggie and put 2 or 3 grains of rice in it and zip it up, and that way the moisture stays out of it. The copper tape will not oxidize, and it does what little bit of moisture is trapped in the bag. The rice will take care of. So you don't need like a cup of rice. You just need a couple of grains, and it should be fine. That's the best way, I think, is in a Ziploc freezer bag and close it up, and keep it in the house too if you can. If you can't zip it up, put it in the house so that it doesn't oxidize quite as bad. And guys, if you live in the South like we do, the humidity will just ruin almost everything.
Kelly, the projector is on our Amazon page, I think.
It's a small.
Is it on there?
It should be.
If it's not, I'll have it on there tomorrow. Sometimes they run out of things, and I might have to find another one. But the one that we bought years ago is similar to the one that was on our Amazon page, and I'll look for that and see if it is still.
It's very similar. The one on our page is very similar to a slide projector.
Mary Beth said they were at the North Carolina Peach Festival this past weekend, and it was blistering hot. They're debating whether summer shows are worth it or not for next year.
Well, Mary Beth, I tell you, I would probably think really hard about that too. If you have to pay extra for electricity at some of the festivals, sometimes a lot of people, I have seen people take fans with them and just, stay cool within their booths. But you know what? I agree with you. I think that I would be looking at shows maybe in July and August, just kind of wait till September again and till things start cooling off. I know that we don't start blowing glass until the end of September, and then it's really hard on Taylor and I. But in October, when the classes start up, it's not so bad on our customers. But I know I would not have done a show this past weekend. That would have ruined it.
No, you really need to look at your
sales.
Quality of life.
Yeah, and your sales too. Is it really worth to go out there and put up with that heat?
Because when the heat's bad, people don't come out as much either.
Right.
It's not only you, but it's your customers. They're not going to stay as long. They're not going to want to talk as much. But like Ed said, I would pick my best show of the summer, and I would go back.
And pay for the electricity and take a fan with you. It might cost you $10 extra, but take a fan with you and stay cool.
And then I would spend the summer making projects for your upcoming shows.
Yeah. Because
there's other ways for you to keep the income coming in besides those shows. If those shows aren't paying you, if you're having hesitation, I would think about it really hard.
I would, yeah, I would.
Quality of life is more important.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Barbara and I used to do shows, and we did shows for many years. Mm-hmm. And as we got older, we realized that, holy moly, man, that is a lot of work doing shows.
A lot of work, and in the summer, I would have to be paid pretty good to be out there in the heat.
Yeah. So we used to do a show in late September, and for us, it was a 7-day show. It was 3 days before, 2 days to set up, and 3 days during, and then we had to come home. But now that was a $5,000 week.
But still, I could have stayed in my shop and made that much
and been in air conditioning and did the same thing.
When we did the math, it worked out better to be in our store.
To stay home, yeah. I mean, not to stay home, but to be in the store working. So, yeah. So Mary Beth and Frank, you guys, weigh it out, pick your best show, and make product over the summer. And at least
Enjoy
you'll
your
be
summer.
comfortable. Yeah.
Do 1 show, 2 shows, maybe a show that's inside, if they have something like that. And maybe start entering shows, different shows, different kind of shows. Maybe
A little upscale,
a
more
little
of a
more
juried
upscale, more juried shows now that you've really been doing glass for a while. Because you might have to travel, but I think that the juried shows will bring you more money.
Right.
So consider that.
Yeah. Because I love your star, Mary Beth and Frank.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I love your star, man.
Linda said, I really appreciate all the tips I've gotten since I've been able to rejoin. Info about the rheostat, my glass cutter, brands of tools, cutting inside the line. Keep those tips coming.
We'll do it, dear. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
Mary Beth, when we go to Ed taking the camera, I'll go to Amazon and see where that projector is, because apparently it's not on the Amazon page. Okay, thank you for looking. Okay, Marilyn Stanley, what is a commercial license? Commercial license in the state of South Carolina is actually for commercial contractors. So there's several type of licenses in South Carolina that I know about. What state are you in, Maryland? I don't know anything about any other state as far as their licensing. But in South Carolina, you need a retail license if you have a retail store, and you need a commercial contractor's license if you're installing anything over $5,000.
And you need a not only a business license, but you need a contractor's license.
Contractor's license. You need a sales tax number, because you have to pay sales tax
on your goods.
On anything that you sell. Here in South Carolina, our customers pay sales tax to us, and then we turn over that sales tax to the state. Yeah. So anytime you buy something from us in our store, you get charged sales tax. If you're ordering it online, you're not charged sales tax.
Right.
It's just the way it works.
Well, unless it's in the state of South Carolina, or the state you're in collects it.
In the state of South Carolina.
Right.
We don't collect other state sales tax.
No, we don't. We don't.
Y'all are responsible for your
Yeah.
If we had 50 different sales taxes to file, we'd be in up the creek.
Or 50 different sales tax numbers to file.
Yes.
Hey, Kelly.
Kelly's here. Paul's here. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Still reading my book. What a treasure that is. Paul sent me a book about Tiffany, Clara and Mr. Tiffany. So I've just gotten into it. I haven't had a chance to really get into it. I've only read the first 40-some pages, but what a great book. I'm going to put it on my Amazon page, too.
You should.
Clara and Mr. Tiffany. It's a fictional biography. No, a fictional fictional historic story. I don't know if it's biography or not really a biography, but
it's about Clara.
Yeah, and the person that wrote it did a lot of research, so it's very interesting.
You know, my grandmother's name was Clara.
Yes, your grandmother's name was Clara.
Clara.
Kelly wants to know, do you have any new ornaments for sale at the SJ? I don't know what that is. But we do have ornaments. New ornaments will not be out till October.
Till October, yeah, because we will be ordering color the end of the month for glass blowing season starting in September. So yes, Kelly will have new ornaments in October, and I'm sure Taylor's probably already got a couple in his mind what we're gonna be making this year.
Yeah, I'm working on a couple projects that I need to order color for.
Yeah.
And he's got to order color, and I'm sure you have some things you've got to order color for.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna be ordering color.
we're going to be ordering color in August. And it's just like Christmas
And
when
guys,
it
and
comes in.
the stained glass hobby shop will be opening in September for all your stained glass needs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we're excited about that.
Yes, we'll have probably, I don't know how many different colors we'll have, but
Right now there's about
probably-
50 back there, about
probably
40.
50, 60 different colors. So, yeah, all of our videos, Linda was asking best place for your videos. I am a member. Yeah, the videos are on the
So,
ARTyRV YouTube
They
channel.
are. Gray just posted the link to that, Linda, and to the video link for the ARTyRV channel. Isn't that what that is, Barb?
What's that?
Ray
Yeah.
just posted that?
Yes, he did.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, go to the videos, go to the playlists, and see what interests you the most. They're kind of together. If you want to follow the Prairie Window, go to Stained Glass Start to Finish.
And guys, if you're having trouble cutting something with a project you're working on now or anything, and you can explain it to me, and you'd like me to try and cut it or show you a better way, maybe to cut it or maybe to get it out, I'll be happy to try and cut a piece of glass for anybody that is having trouble with something that that they need help with. So, and tonight we're going to be patina. We're going to put some patina on the iris.
Okay, do you want to, boy, the day, it's going by quick.
What is today?
Valerie wants to know
Hey,
when
Valerie.
I have time to read. That's what I mean. I'm wanting to get to that book, and I don't have time to read it, and it's just sitting there, and it's calling my name. And
Well, I tell you what, it's going
And then I
on her
start-
nightstand tonight when we go,
Yeah.
and then maybe she'll read it for a little while tonight.
it's maybe I'll dream about it or something. It's just a great book. It really is.
Paul, thanks for sending that to Barbara. She's really enjoying that, my friend.
Yeah, and I got a book I'm going to send you to, Paul. If you don't have it, I'm going to send you a picture of it. Tell me if you have it. If you have it, I won't send it, but it's a great book about Tiffany, and it's an old book about Tiffany. So, okay, Magali's here.
Hey, lady.
She's still in Canada.
All right.
Okay, so.
I hope you're doing okay with the fires, dear. Hope you guys are okay.
Okay, new ornaments will be for sale in October.
Yeah, we opened the online shopping, the store in October.
Yes.
So we will
And
have new ornaments.
It's just too hot to get started. I wish we could, but we
Yeah,
just
we
can't.
can't.
We do a lot of things during the summer, but that's not one of them. Okay.
We get caught up on everything because October through December is ridiculous.
Linda wants to know, are transom stained glass pieces popular as in the older Victorian homes? Most of the old transoms are plain clear. They are such a beautiful addition.
Well, they are still popular in modern homes. Transoms are. A lot of people, again, they still don't use a lot of color in their transoms because it locks them into that color in that particular room. So most of the time, it's a washed color, a soft color, such as English muffle, and then maybe bevels or some clear textures. But yes, they are still popular. And actually, we have 3 transoms here in the studio that we're going to be working on this winter. So that's going to be great.
Cindy will be visiting us in September.
Oh, great, Cindy.
Great,
We look forward
Cindy.
to seeing you.
Look forward to seeing you. We're open all day Wednesday, 10 to 3. If you're going to be here another day, make sure you get in touch with us. We're usually there, but we're not always available as we're in and out and doing things.
Or we're in the studio, or we're working on something, or who knows? It's
Who
crazy.
knows where we are.
It's all good.
Oh, Decade Glass, yes.
Hey,
You can
Decade.
Listen while you work. Yeah, audiobooks. That's a good idea.
Well, we usually listen to audiobooks when we're traveling sometimes.
Yeah,
We'll
we
both
do.
listen to the same book.
Okay, Elizabeth said she had to set down her cutter the other day because heavily rippled Ouroboros was breaking wrong. Kept snapping off the tips on the last cut on the wavy, skinny flower petals.
Oh, so you're pulling the points out with textured glass. That's really hard to do, okay? So I'm glad that you probably, hopefully you just set your cutter down, took a break, took a deep breath. And I tell you, sometimes what helps me in this predicament, if I'm like, or if I feel the need that I got to set my cutter down, just grab a different piece of glass too before you go back at it, and put that pattern on that piece of glass, and check that out before you go back to the Ouroboros, to that texture, that heavy texture, and maybe it'll kind of give you a little bit of reprieve when you see it happen with another piece of glass, and that'll help you. But I tell you, rippled glasses are really tough to get points out of. So if anything, cut it big and grind it back. Not something that you very rarely will hear me say, but cut it a little bit big and grind that back so that you can get that point if you need it. So
Okay.
you don't hear me say grind it back very often.
Kim says, just put the book under your pillow at night. What is that called? Osmosis? Yeah, I used to do that with my algebra book. Put it under my pillow. I don't know if it helped or not, but I made A's.
She makes A's anytime.
I don't think it really works, but okay.
Just put the book
My
under.
kind of fire will read books to me. My Kindle Fire will read books to me. Oh, it's an
yeah.
AI voice, but I don't mind because I don't have to buy
Yeah.
the
Remember
more
the
expensive.
Kindle Fire we got? The very
Yeah,
first one?
yeah. No, that was
Wasn't that a Kindle?
Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Barnes and Nobles book.
I can't remember
I
what it's
don't
called. Yeah, those are nice. Okay. Beth said she's been getting the smoke. Magali said she's far away and away from it. They're not getting smoke. Haley wants to know, do you have any tips for cutting Kokomo's cat's paw glass? I got a bunch while they put it on sale, but I'm having difficulty breaking it,
It's
even
a little.
with cutting oil.
Well, even with cutting, here's the thing about the cat's paw glass, and I say this all the time, just because it's got a texture to it doesn't mean you have to push harder on your glass cutter. As a matter of fact, if you push harder on your glass cutter on textured glass, it is even worse than it was before you started. So when you're doing your cat's paw, make sure that when you depress the head on your glass cutter, and that should be all the pressure you need. You don't have to stand on it. Just remember, because it is textured, that you don't have to change the pressure on your cutter. It's all the same, start to finish.
Kelly said cut it a little bit big and grind it back.
That's what I said. You never hear me say that, but I did. I did on that one, Kelly. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes you have to do things like that.
Yeah, sometimes,
because you only have so much glass.
Right. And sometimes things like that require brisk action.
Yes. Okay, you ready to get into it, Mr. Streeter?
Let's do it here. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
There you are. You got the close up.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Look at that. So this is our completed, you can see our rippled glass here. And this looks pretty good. And so my typical cleaning process on a copper foil piece is to use warm water, a little bit of dish soap, and get that wet, get this piece wet, and then I take and sprinkle baking soda on it, and then I just rub it in like this, and just clean it all up, and then rinse it off and dry it thoroughly. Now, because we use 60/40 solder, this should patina really nice, and it should end up getting pretty dark. So we're just going to take this, and I'm using a Q-tip, and I'm using a container that when I'm done with it, I'll just get rid of it and throw it away. So we want to take, and if this is cleaned thoroughly when we patina this, y'all, by using the baking soda and everything, then it gets black just like it's supposed to. Now, if you use 50-50 solder on this, it's only going to become a pewter gray. Because remember that your solder, your patina works with, okay? It works with the tin in the solder, okay? And it works with the tin only. So we have to be able to have lots of tin in our solder. So it's 60-40. And I would imagine 63-37 that you have to use for doing decorative soldering would probably turn out even better. And I didn't try that with this, the 63-37, but I tell you, I believe that it will probably even come out darker if you use the 63-37. And we're getting it on. So we'll give a big shout out to Terry Hipkiss. Hey Terry, if you're in here tonight, I want to thank you for dancing every Monday night with me. I appreciate it. Bill, if you're in tonight, I want to say hi to you. And thank you for dancing with me on Monday nights. I know you and Beth are up there in the UP because you got to dance.
Kim says one of the sites that sells yakagani says not to press harder or it is more likely to break. Same concept?
Exactly. And you know what? Here's the thing, guys. Those of you that get stained glass news when you order from Sunshine, if you'll read the article in there from last month that tells you not to change the pressure just because the glass is thicker or more textured or anything like that. I've been telling you all that for a long time. And I'm so glad that somebody actually printed it, published it, because I was beginning to think I was the only one that thought that. But guys, I promise you, if you don't change the pressure on your glass cutter, most things are going to come out so much nicer. And your cutting will just improve so much if you'll get where when you push down on your cutter, you just stop it when the head depresses. When you bottom out on the head, I'm not going to get up and go wash this off. I'll wash it off after the show tonight. And I wanted to do this on this paper, but I wanted you to see that it's perfectly dark. And now this gets rinsed off. I'll dry it thoroughly, and then I'll wax it with a non-abrasive, soft car wax, kind of, turtle wax, what have you. Or the other thing that I can do is I can use furniture polish, and we can use a furniture polish on it and do the same thing. So there's our iris, and we're going to wash that off, and then we're going to polish it, and then we're going to stick it into a flower. And then this flower pattern, and I just drew this by hand. This is my design, so don't worry about somebody saying you stole it from them because it's mine. It's free. It'll be on our website next week. And remember, it's free. And it's ours. And it's yours. It's ours. It's yours. It's mine. I was going to do...
Okay.
So I was going to cut a point.
Okay, I'll put it back on there. I just want
this.
to tell everybody I cannot find the projector
Oh, they
anymore.
must not have it.
I don't even know if they sell them anymore.
Oh, well, we'll get the part number off the one at the shop and see if we can find that one.
Yeah, we'll look for it because the ones on the Amazon page.
Now, the one that we have at the shop. Now
it's like a classroom projector.
Yeah, we paid almost $500 for it 30 years ago, and I mean it's nice. And that was that was a lot of money 30 years ago. All right, so hey, let's look at this and let's try and see if we can't get us a point. And I want everybody to realize that I'm gonna show them how to depress the head. I'm just gonna depress the head on my cutter right here, just like that.
Okay,
So,
Linda.
Hey, Linda. Go ahead.
Let me answer this question real quick before
Sure.
it gets buried and we can't answer it. Should I clean the edges of my glass pieces before applying the foil, just water, Windex, or alcohol?
What I would do is I would wash the pieces first and then wipe them down with alcohol, and the edges of the glass are where all the glass dust is anyway. But just make sure that you clean them thoroughly, and I found over the years that alcohol tends to work the best and doesn't leave a film on the glass for the foil not to stick to.
Okay, there you got your close-up camera now.
Okay, so we're gonna check this out. I'm hoping I can get us a point out of this because I really want to share this with you. So I've got this is my Silberschnitt 4000. Okay, so
What is it?
this is my Silberschnitt 4000. Okay, and what it does is the head depresses on it, just like that. See that? Hang on. That little bit right there. And when that head depresses like that, that means that that's all the pressure that I need to score my glass. Now I just went around point to point with this, and I'm gonna have to put my grozers in here, and remember that I'm only gonna hold on to the glass. I'm gonna pull down out here and see if I can start the run. Here we go. There it goes. Now, y'all just saw it. It came around here. Now, the reason that I took my grozers and I put them up here is because if I try to break that point with my grozers near that edge, it's coming off. There's no way that I'm going to keep it. There's just no way. So now, with my grozers and my grozers, my run is right here. I'm going to drop in behind it, and remember, I'm putting my knuckle underneath, my thumb on top, and I'm just holding the glass with the pliers. I'm going to pull down. So remember, I'm pulling down with my with my hand, and I'm holding the glass with my grozers. Came all the way down to here. All the way down. Now we're going to run it right around and see what happens. There it goes. Okay, so now this is locked in because every time I touched it with my grozers, I locked it in. I put a key there, and it's an unintentional key, but I should be able to take my runners, turn them upside down, put them right here, and this should drop right out for me. There you go. And one more. There we go. So now I've got these points in here, and that's what we wanted. And I was able to take that out. So you could look at this two different ways. You could look at this like I really wanted this piece of glass for my moon in my window, or I really wanted this piece of glass so that I could insert a bevel in there. And I was able to get either one of those out by just taking my time and not getting in a hurry and not squeezing my grozers. I'm holding my glass. Remember, guys, hold your glass, work with your hands. Hold your glass with your tool, work with your hands, and chase that run. Thank you, Barbara.
Okay. Okay, we had some question come in.
Okay.
And let me find it here.
Woo. Man, I had to hold my breath on that one.
We answered the question about what we should clean the edges of the glass
with alcohol. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kelly wanted to know, have we ever heard about copper patina to turn zinc black? Someone mentioned that last week.
Yes.
And then we had, someone came up and said they tried the bluing.
Yeah.
The gun,
And
and
they
it
said
worked
it
really
worked good on the
yeah.
zinc, yeah.
It worked good
So
on
the
the
gun
zinc.
bluing works good on the zinc, but remember, and we've talked about this, and even Decades Glass remembered it too, is it has to be clean because there is oil everywhere on it. You must clean it before you try to darken it. And you know, I was gonna try and copper patina this iris here, but all we had was copper patina for zinc, so I didn't have.
Oh, we
I
don't
didn't
have
bring any home.
Oh,
no.
you didn't bring any home.
No,
Yeah, for
I'm
here.
sorry. Yeah.
That's all right. I forgive you.
Okay.
Joyce said
Hey, Joyce.
she scored a projector at church when they were cleaning out the storage closets. They were going to toss it in their dumpster. I think that's where a lot of these projectors went to.
Even out of the schools.
Yeah.
Try the school systems.
Try the schools and try the libraries. They might have one in a closet they want to give away. In fact, there it is, right there.
Oh gosh, it's here, y'all.
It's
The
here.
big one's here.
We'll show it to you.
The big
You want
one's
to go
here.
get it, or you want me to get it?
No, we'll get it. I don't even know what time it is. Let's do our
see what
show
time
and
it
we'll
is.
talk about it.
Maybe we should do a video on that. It's 7:41.
Yeah, we got time. Okay.
What?
We should do a video on
Okay, but do you want me to get the
that.
projector?
No, let me go get the name of it.
Okay,
I know it's Seawright or something like that.
just bring it over here.
Hang on, let me excuse myself from the dinner table,
Excuse
y'all.
yourself and bring it over here. Show the people what we're
Like I said,
talking
it's
about.
nothing fancy, but 30 years ago it was expensive.
Yeah, 30 years ago it was a lifesaver. We
bought it from Harold Office Supply. Remember that?
we had one of the biggest jobs we had ever. We were in business for about 5 years, and we got this big job. I can't even think of how. I think it was 7 windows. How big were those windows?
Oh, for
The
the
etching?
Hooters?
It wasn't Hooters.
Was it?
No,
What was it?
It was
Outback Steakhouse or something, wasn't it?
it was an Australian grill.
Yeah, Australian.
And
grill.
so it was etchings, and it was all about the animals, the country, everything about
The s-
Australia.
the seven individual sections of Australia, and each section was in a window. We even did the Sydney Opera House was sandblasted in one window. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh
So
my
what we did is
gosh.
we projected a lot of things onto, we drew out the window, and we had an idea of what we wanted, and then there were a lot of things that we had no idea what they even looked like. So we
Yeah, I
needed a
remember
projector, and we projected onto the wall at night. We had to,
We projected it right on the matting on the windows, didn't we?
yeah, and then we ran out of time, and we had to do it during the daytime. So we had to get tarps and put them over the tables and get under the tables and do the projectors under the tables in the dark.
And then we had to cut it all out by hand with X-Acto
We had to cut
knives.
it out by hand. Oh
was
my
crazy.
gosh.
So this is the projector, y'all. This is a great little deal, and I would almost bet it's got probably my last project in it. Nope,
Nope.
it doesn't. But this is the tray. Here, I'll put me a close up here, Barb. Let me see that tray. So this is the tray, and you can see I just taped my stuff down, and these little things here. This is as big as I can work with this. That's it. So let me give you all the part number and the manufacturer. So
eBay might be a good
it is Seawright. That's what it's called. SEERITE. And it is a 400 watt projector. It's made by Test Right Instrument Company in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
Test Right Instrument Company in Newark, New Jersey. Seawright opaque projector.
Oh, that's what it's called.
It's
An opaque.
opaque projector.
Opaque
Okay.
projector, yes.
Now this one we've had for 30 years. It's really cool though because the lens, look at the lens adjusts on it. Here you go. Look at that. See, the lens comes right out of it.
Okay. There you go.
I don't want to drop it. I've had this thing for a long time and I really like it. So anyway, I brought it home. What did we do? What did I do here? Anyway, I did something on that wall right over there. that we
Thank you,
needed.
Paul.
I'll be right back. Pardon me.
It's really a good book, Paul. Thanks for sharing that. Okay.
I'm gonna jump back in my chair here. Oh, so Richard and Minnie, if y'all are in tonight, I hope that y'all are safe. You've been getting an awful lot of rain just a little south of Waco, but I hope you guys are safe. So.
Beth said there are a lot of less expensive projectors that attach Bluetooth or USB to your PC or tablets. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go. Jump into the 21st century.
Yeah. Me, I'm back in the
He's
50s.
kind of hanging back. Okay. Mary wants to know, Ed, did you use Restrip to reinforce the outside of the iris? And is the stem copper? Would that be only used inside?
No, this stem, with the stem being copper, that it can be used outside in the ground or what have you. And no, I just put a wire around the outside of this. So that's all. I didn't use the Restrip because I didn't have any here. I'll have to get some. I'll have to call Sunshine and get some Restrip.
Paul had an earlier question. Okay, Paul, let me go back. I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
Did you get? Let me see if I can find it.
Samara, the next time the next suncatcher
Paul?
I build, though, I am putting Restrip around it to check it out.
Paul, I'm looking for it. Okay, Ed, you got something else
Yeah,
going on?
I got some pretty glass, and Magali's here, so we're just going to go ahead and cut some iridized glass, because we have it. Since we have it.
Okay.
Oh, what is this? This is a really pretty. This must be. Let me see. Oh, this is an Armstrong. This is really, really pretty. I don't have a part number on it, but you know what? This is an opal, and you're not going to hear a glass cutter on this, I'm sure. Yeah, see, you can't even hear that. Now, a surefire way to tell, and you won't be able to see it on this glass, but I'll tell you how to do it, is when you score your glass, break it, and then I want you to look at the edge. Look at the edge of your glass, right there where my finger is. And I mean, it's on my fingernail, that's why I'm not cutting myself. But if you look at that edge will tell you if you're pushing too hard on your glass cutter or not. And I'll see if I can do that. Let me see. If I push too hard with this glass cutter, you may be able to see it a little bit differently. Here we go. Hang on. You hear it? Now, I was pushing way too hard in the beginning and it's starting to flake. See it? If when you're scoring your glass, it flakes like that, you're pushing too hard. If you hear it the way you just heard it, you're pushing too hard. What the sound you should have heard was when I got up here, and that was when my head was just depressed perfectly. So here we go. All right. So now we score this and we score this. The little cuts or little teeth are deeper here than they are down here because I pushed harder here. And this is depressing the head and scoring. Ready? You hear that? Listen. I'm going to depress the head. That's all the pressure you need to score glass. So, when you're scoring glass and you're cutting pattern, what you have to just keep in mind is just keep the same pressure. Depress that head and don't push down on it any harder than that. Ooh, there's a hole. Did you hear that? Let's take our runners here. Y'all, I tell you what, I've been so excited about using these new runners here on these different projects that I've been working on. The cool thing about these runners is that you just follow this around and you get it, and it locks itself right in, and then we just pull ourselves right out just like that.
That's awesome, man.
Well, and again though, guys, if whoever said about the article that your bro said don't push any harder, I think that I've known that for years, like 42 or 44
When I
years.
learned that, it made glass cutting so much simpler.
Yeah, you don't change the pressure.
Once you learn what the pressure is, what it takes to depress the head, you'll always know the pressure, even if you don't have a
depressible head.
right, because you know that amount of pressure.
That
So
you're putting on.
that's from practice, but
Yeah, so like if I were using the Silberschnitt
Yeah.
2000, it doesn't have a head that depresses.
you know,
But I know how much pressure I need.
right.
And for the first 7 years I worked in the glass industry, all I cut glass with was the little $5 Fletcher glass cutter. So you had to learn pressure, because when you're cutting mirrors for people's houses and around vanities, and you're cutting tabletops for, and all kinds of stuff like that, all the edges have to look good, because you can't always finish the edge. And if you don't cut the glass right, the edge looks like yuck. So
What does it look like?
yuck,
What?
yuck. So, and that's right next to your cranny.
Okay, I got a question from Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Paul says, I'm making a flat panel lamp.
Okay, man.
Do I need to solder the back side of the lamp panel? It will be inside the lamp. No one will see it.
Yes, but you only flat solder the lamp on the inside, Paul. That's all.
Just flat solder.
Just flat solder it. Wipe it down and go. I can't wait to see it, Paul.
You're going to share it, right?
I hope you're going to share it. I want to see it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your inside is only a flat solder joint. Get a big cardboard box, a couple rolls of paper towels, and have fun soldering. Just remember, each seam on that flat panel lamp, Paul, when you go to solder it, that lamp has to be level where you're soldering on that seam, or it won't look right, okay? So just take the time to level, and get a box where you can just turn it and keep it level. And remember, you want to, you want a safety wire around the inside where the vase cap goes, and also you want a wire around the bottom on the outside, because that's where all the stress is. Paul, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to see it.
Okay, if you have a question, just put it in the chat. And Paul said he did buy the hardware from our sponsor, Sunshine Glass.
Paul, thank you very much.
We appreciate that, Paul,
Yeah.
and they do too. Okay, we'll see it in a few months. Well, that's all right.
That's all right. Yeah, take your time. Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right. Okay,
This is
you want
such
to do a little bit more glass cutting?
Yeah,
You
because
have
I
one
told
more
Magali
piece.
I was going to cut this piece of brown iridized up, and I really did. I just took a strip off of it.
Okay.
So let's cut it up.
Let's cut it up.
Let's
You got a
cut it
cut
up.
you want to see? Just put it in the chat, and we'll see if Ed can cut it.
All right. So now, you know what? Let's do that again, because that sounded exactly like nothing. That's exactly what it sounded like. Nothing. Ready? Here we go. Listen. Nothing. Nothing, y'all. That is because this glass is just that dense, okay? When you look at the edge of this, and I'll hold it still for a minute, let the camera focus. When you look at the edge of this, that amber and white is all stacked up in there. And that, of course, white, we know, is a very dense color. And typically, amber is a soft color. But there's a lot of white in this. So listen. There wasn't anything to listen to, so sorry about that. But that's what happens. I use the same amount of pressure. Now, I'm going to use the same amount of pressure on this piece of blue. Here we go. I'm going to pull it to me. Same amount of pressure, but this glass is soft, and you can, hear it. So, just dial yourself in. Dial yourself in to your glass cutter and become part of it. And when you'll feel it when you get it. I promise you. There's nothing like it. When you start cutting glass and everything's working and you're just popping it out. Frank and Mary Beth, you guys have been practicing long enough. You got it down to a science. You understand the properties of it. And guys, that's what we all have to know. We all have to learn the properties of the glass. We all have to learn how it feels and how it reacts when we do different things to it. So, and the way we do that is by starting out, the very first thing is learning how to keep the same amount of pressure on your cutter wheel no matter what kind of glass you're cutting, okay? It's pure and simple. And if you'll use window glass to learn that, it'll be a lot less costly because window glass is soft and it's very forgiving, and it will allow you to achieve that pressure that you need constantly from start to finish, not halfway through, but constantly start to finish. That's all.
Okay, JT asks a question.
Hey.
Are we still doing glass fusing, and any tips for a beginner?
Well, we do glass fusing, and I tell you, there are a lot of good books out there for a beginner. The first thing that you need to do really is learn your kiln, okay? You need to find out whether, find your temperatures, make sure the thermocouple is adjusted correctly, make sure that you don't have any hot spots in your kiln. If you're using sometimes the larger kilns have hot spots in them, and those hot spots you'll find, and then to stay away from that area while you're fusing. But more than anything, I think now it's much easier fusing because they make all the glasses. You don't have to guess at it like Barbara and I did back in the early 80s.
The best information I found out that I know about is go to if you're going to be using Bullseye, I would definitely recommend joining their I don't know if it's an annual membership, and you get access to all of the different
online classes and
all
everything.
the classes and all the tech information. That's a great start. They'll tell you everything you need to know. And also
Oceanside,
they've got a great website. I was very surprised. I'm learning a lot about Oceanside recently. Their website is fantastic. It's got a lot of good fusing information, the temperatures you need, everything you need to learn about fusing is on that Oceanside. And they have some beautiful glass. So I encourage you to do that first. That would be my best
Yeah,
tip.
Oceanside or Bullseye, pick one. One's 90, one's 96.
And then you can use whatever 90, 96 is out there, whichever you prefer, 90 or 96. And there's other manufacturers.
Yeah, because like Wismac makes 90 and 96. And then you have...
And that's good glass too, but they don't have all that information. I'm just telling you the two companies that have the best
information about fusing
for
their
a
product.
newbie.
Yeah. And you have that, and Barbara was showing me Oceanside stuff this past weekend while we're working on a project, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is wonderful, because in the past, Ed has been a big Bullseye fan. And but now I'm coming around to
the new Oceanside glass is pretty nifty.
Hey, who's in the
Linda
house?
has a question. What color of glass is the hardest, softest, or is it by the maker?
No, it's typically, all right, this is just typically whites and colors mixed with white are what I call hard. Soft colors are like cobalt blue, purple, green. Any of your transparent colors are soft colors. Mm-hmm. Any of your opal colors, most of them are dense. And like for instance, like Oceanside streaky glass, that's soft. But Oceanside, when you get into the 800s, the 838s, the 868s, and then their point when the numbers jump from 5 to 7 in the density, now it gets real, y'all. Because the colors are dense and they're forgiving, but you're not going to hear them when you're scoring them. So there again, guys, remember, just because you can't hear the score doesn't mean the wheel isn't separating. Think about it, when you're scoring glass, all you're doing is separating the molecules on the surface of the material. And then that's your score. And then when you go to break it, it follows along with it. And somebody just made a donation to the
Thank
RTR.
you, Chris.
Chris,
And we
thank
have
you.
one more question before we're going. Spectrum sold out to another glass company. Yes, they sold out to Oceanside. Thank you, Chris. We really appreciate
Chris, thank you.
that.
And for our viewer that the migraines bother you, we're going to do a little dance for Chris with our light just for a moment. Heads up, here we go.
Okay, Ed.
Chris, thank you very much for your donation tonight. And guys, remember, when you donate to the ARTyRV channel, all of your donations stay right here, and we grow when you grow, and when you guys help us grow, you grow with us. Here we go. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you
Come
next
on,
week.
Terry. Bill, you too. Renee, jump in. Come on, Kelly. Dance like nobody's watching, even if Richard is. Come on.
Mary's here.
Come on, Mary's in the house.
Come on, Mary.
Come on, get up here. Come on.
We'll see y'all next week.
Y'all, thank you so much for a wonderful night. We love you.